Hello guys, my name is Khalid Matis Tumalang. I want to explain the material about the development of accounting theory from record keeping to a conceptual framework. Accounting theory is the body of concept, principles, and methods that explain Goethe's accounting practice. It does not exist in a vacuum. Its development reflects change in the business complexity, economic system, legal structure, and the information needs of stakeholders. Understanding this development requires tracing accounting from its ancient origin as a record-keeping tool to its modern role as a communication system for economic decision-making. 1. The pre-theoretical era, ancient and the medieval record-keeping. The earliest form of accounting was purely practical. Mesopotamia clay tablets from 3000 BCE recorded agricultural yield and trade transactions. Egyptian, Greek, and Roman civilization used accounting for taxation and state administration. The purpose was stewardship and control, ensuring that assets were not misappropriated. No formal theory exists in this period. Accounting was a craft passed down through apprenticeship. The key constraint was the lack of the double entry system, which limit the ability to capture the dual effect of transaction and to detect error. 2. The birth of double entry and the emergence of systematic practice. The turning point came in century Italy. Luca Pacioli summa de arithmetica geometria proportioni et de proportionalitalia 1494 described the double entry system used by Venetian merchants. The system was based on the accounting equation asset, liability, plus equity, and the principle that every debit has the corresponding credit. Pacioli did not intend to create theory. His work systemized practice and made it transferable for the next and made it 4,000 years. Accounting developed intermittently through textbooks and commercial practice. The focus remained on stewardship, particularly for merchants, banks, and early corporations. The conceptual basis was implicit equity, completeness, and the separation of personal and business affairs. 3. The tail 19th and early 1000th century first attempt at theorization. The Industrial Revolution and the rise of the large corporation creates new demands. Ownership separate from management and external investor needed reliable information. This is the purpose of accounting from stewardship for owners manager to accountability to external practice. The first theoretical debates emerged around valuation. Should asset be recorded at historical cost or current value? Income determination, household revenue and expense with match. Entity concept, should the business be treated as separate from its owners. Patent and license and introduction to corporate accounting standards 1940 become an landmark. They equate for a revenue expense approach based on historical costs and matching principle. Therefore, reflect the needs of the stable manufacturing based on economy and provide a coherent framework practice even if was described rather than representative. 4. The mid-century, the rise of normative and positive theory. Normative theory this approach sought to prescribe what accounting should be. It was based on the deductive reasoning from objective and postulates. Technology and real-time reporting. Automation, AI, and blockchain challenge the periodic reporting model. Theory must address to maintain reliability and relevance in continuous reporting environment. The no single theory is universally accepted. The file remain pluralistic, balancing normative ideals with positive exploitation of real-world behavior. Thank you.